Jurassic World Alive 1.8 is now available. It actually launched yesterday, and I'm not going too fast. I'm sitting still actually. But there's a lot of changes in this. Big things are going to be the sanctuaries. I've got a video that I'm working on going over all the details of those. Just want to make sure I have everything in order before I do a video, because it's a little more complex than plug and play. But something that is plug and play, unless you are me, and then you totally botch it up. Make sure that you don't do what I did. Now, what I'm talking about is there is a new hybrid for Pteranodon, and it needs Quetzalcoatlus, and it's the Pteroquetzal. And Pteroquetzal is a legendary, meaning that you probably only should have to be level 15 on both your Pteranodon and your Quetzal. Problem is yesterday when I was looking at all this, it said I needed to be level 20, so I wasted all my coin. I had like almost 300,000 coin. All my coin basically is gone, and I'm nowhere near unlocking this legendary dinosaur, flyer, pterosaur. So what I've done is I've actually emailed Ludia and just said, hey, that was a glitch, right? Because it wouldn't make much sense to have to go for a level 20 to go down to a level 16. So I'll let you know what I find out about that. But for the meantime, do not be like me and waste coin, waste valuable DNA. But something that I did do right, yes, I did actually do something right, is there are two new hybrids. I'm actually going to create the Smilocephalosaurus. First and foremost, it is a legendary hybrid between Smilodon and Pachycephalosaurus. Let's look at the moves. Evasive strike, deliberate prowl, cleanse 50%, cleanse self, 50% to dodge. I can't speak. Cleanse self, 50% chance to dodge, 66% of direct damage for one turn. Increase critical chance by 50% for one turn. Precise pounce, deal 2 times damage, bypassing cloak and evasive abilities. Reduce target damage for 50% for one turn. Rampage and run. Like literally this guy over here has an edger and it's not doing anything. He's just making noise. What are you gonna do? Rampage and run, 2 times damage, automatic swap, and swap in stun. Remember, dodging is only 66% chance now instead of the 100% chance that it used to be. And the swap in stun is also 66% chance to stun for one turn. I have no idea if this thing is any good, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here to the attack stat strike. It was listed on the daily as being a speed, but that's not actually true. It actually was the attack. I'm going to modify. We're gonna get rid of that for now. And since this is a legendary, it should have unlocked at 16, and there it is. And I'm gonna give it a whirl in this tower. Now this tower right here says that I really only need to be 16 to 20. Okay, so I'm at the baby level for what I need. And then just in case, we'll bring out the big guns after that. All right, so here we go. We have swap in. I could have done swap in stun. I could have started off with a different figure and then done swap in stun. Could have worked. This creature looks crazy. It has the same like texturing and everything that Smilodon has, but I guess that's Pachy's dome on top, and then the Pachy arms and legs. So I guess, I mean, do I want to do 2 times damage bypassing cloak, or do I want to dodge and then increase my crit chance? Remember, crit chance has changed from 1.5 to 1.25 with this update. Same cool animations that I like about Smilodon. Ferocious strike. Okay, so no counter attack. I could do, I'm gonna do rampage and run. Ooh, does it drop the, look at that. That is great right there, because they did swap in. Oh, that's the marsupial lion animation right there. They did the swap in. It put the bleed down first, but then I swapped out, which means I didn't take any damage. So now I'm gonna swap back in, hopefully get the stun right here. Swap in stun, That worked beautifully. Like, you could not, most of the time when I try things on my channel here, it's epic fail city. But in this particular situation, that worked to a T. You could not have drawn that up any better. I do want to look. Base damage 2265, base attack is 921, and then speed is 127. No armor, 5% chance to crit. Wow, I'm slower than a, what was this thing, the Diplotator? Slower than a Diplotator. It's a lot of damage. Rampage is a lot of damage. And you have Precise Pounce, which is basically a Rampage, but then you also have Rampage and Run. So the 921, while it seems like it might be a little low as far as output, you've got 2 moves, and you're always going to have 1 available that do double damage. So you're basically at base level, you're looking at just over 1800 damage. That's not terrible. I mean, we're not talking about 4 that's dropping like 6,000. I forgot I was slower. Actually, I wasn't slower. We're both 127. I forgot he is a higher level by being level 17. So there you go. Not the bulkiest, tankiest of creatures, but we knew that going in. It's fast-ish, and it's strong. So that's a pretty good combination there. I think that 127 speed is going to be just under Indoraptor, which is at 128. Let me see. I can sort these out by speed, so we can kind of do a look and see exactly where that 127 is going to come into play. If you go default and then you go speed, 127, it's slower than Smilodon, which is to be expected because Pachycephalosaurus is not that fast. But you're looking at in the neighborhood of like Monomymus, Pteranodon, Toromoloch, I'm sorry, is going to be one that's relevant for this speed class at base level. You're going to be just under, all my relevant stuff has been buffed up. Like I mentioned, you have the Endo, and yeah, it's going to be under Diloricyrus. So Diloricyrus is faster, has 2 Rampage moves. The new hybrid, and I've already forgotten the name. I know that you guys aren't going to forgive me for that, but it is the Smilocephalosaurus, is a little bit slower than Diloricyrus, has the same 2 times damage attacks, but a little bit better kit, I think. The Swap and Stun, I think the Prowl, you know, 50% chance of crit, got a couple dodges in there. It's one that I would actually be interested in taking up to team level, potentially. You do run into the problem of having a legendary that's not a super hybrid getting a future unique hybrid, so keep that in mind. I probably would not take it past 20 just for that alone, unless you just really like the figure. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. You think this is a new figure that can make it on your squad, or no, not really. It's just going to have an amazing super hybrid later. That's all I've got for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time.